This is a Bear and Ram production.
I need more Batarangs. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman Woodcraft dressed as Batman. Alright, so in today's episode, we're making Batman inspired refrigerator magnets. Okay, guys. Alright, in case you're wondering, I'm not saying I'm Batman, but nobody's ever seen me and Batman at the same place at the same time. I'm just saying. Alright, episode 3. Bearman Woodcrafts, Batarangs made of wood. Big ups to Batman. Hope you like the intro. Alright, so check it out. First thing, I just found a random Batarang decal online. Google search, print it out. And I did an initial printout just so I can get a good measurement of how big I wanted it to be. And then from there, that same picture that I printed out, threw it into Lightburn. Just traditional trace like I've done in my last few videos. And then this one's really easy. It's just solid object. Just trace, use that, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate it because I don't want to have to be cutting one at a time. Just do both. All right, we're gonna set it up to my blue layer, which I use as my line work layer because I'm not gonna have it cut out with the laser. I'm gonna have it just what do you call it? What do they call that thing when you just? I'm just gonna make the lines for me. Draw it on the wood for me, then I'll cut it off. Cut off later. All right, that's what we see here. Laser is just etching, etching the bat signal on there. I made 4 of them. You can see 2 already done on the left, and these are the last 2 on the right. Just a nice little oh, there you go. I just need to see the lines. I don't need to be embedded in there too deep. I got here my scroll saw. I've had this thing for years. This is the Wen brand. It is a freaking trooper. I've had it out at my mom's house when I used to live there. It was out in the rain, the sun for maybe 2-3 years before I brought it over here, and it still works. It's top notch. All right, so I think this scroll saw is really good for cutting things out. You just go in nice and smooth, follow the lines, and take it one step at a time. I tend to go max speed. I'm not too familiar with whether or not the difference in speed will make a difference in what I'm personally doing, but max speed tends to be what I decide to go with. And one good thing that I've learned is you always want to go outside of the line. If you touch the line, you're too close. You always want to be able to sand to the line, and you can't take anything away. Oh, there you go. Subscribe. So same thing here. I got some old camera equipment out there, so new angles. Try new angles, see what works. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Just cutting them out. Just kind of follow the lines. Make sure that you leave enough space so you can do the sanding afterwards, and sand to the line, not cut to the line. There is one area in which the ears of the bat, I did go back in there and get a little bit closer because I don't have like an electric sander that can get into those finer details. So just a little bit closer help me out while I do my hand sanding. And then yeah, just cut. So those cuts that I'm doing right now are relief cuts so that the blade of the scroll saw doesn't bend too much or kind of like break. The less tension on it, the better. You just keep it nice and straight. It'll work just fine. There you go. There are some places where I have to get really close to lines, but that's something that a little bit of sanding won't hurt. Considering that these are just for like my personal projects, a little bit of imperfections doesn't hurt. Right there, I had it really tight, so it was really hard to move the Batarang. So I lifted it up maybe about an eighth of an inch just so I can smoothly glide across the table there, which ended up being like a slight mistake because I loosened it up too much and it wasn't absorbing much of the shock of the up and down motion as it's cutting. But it's sometimes a little hard getting the right pressure on there, but it works. Once again, relief cuts for the curves, very important. Just cutting outside of the lines. There we go. Just gonna go right here, follow the curve of the wing along the edge, nice and easy. Not much to say here, we're just cutting. I'm gonna cut all the way around. Also want to cut, see, I could have gotten closer to the line there. That would have been probably a better idea, so I don't have to do much sanding. I didn't do much sanding, but you know, the less sanding you have to do, the better. Sometimes with the scroll saw, I don't know why this happens, but it's not cutting in a straight line, so I kind of have to go at an angle for it to appear to go straight. Maybe I'm pushing it too hard, maybe I'm not doing it the proper pressure, but it works. Here we go, follow the line. There we go, and I'm going the other way. Nice and easy. I'm only going to show you guys me cutting one. I'm going to do it 4 times, but you guys really just see one. It's the same thing, just repeat it 4 times, or repeat it 3 more times, 4 total. Yeah. There we go, and we're going to get the last little bit of the wing here. Just following the curve. Nice and easy. There we go. See right here, probably could have got a better angle, but I cut the ears out. There's something where I went back a couple times just to make sure I got the groove in there. That little spot, cutting as close as you can to the ears is best. Cut as close as you can to the lines, because sanding there is really hard. Right here, I got a makeshift drum sander with a little attachment I picked up at a hardware store, and the block there raises the material that I'm using, so it gets the entirety of the wood. If I just go straight on the drill press, it wouldn't be able to reach the very bottom. I'd have a lip on the bottom half there. So raising it up there on that piece of wood allows me to get the entirety of the wood, and with the round sanding attachment for my drill press, I'm able to get all the curves nice and round. Just follow the lines. Right here, I'm getting as close to the lines as I can, just trying to sand it nice and even. That's a really rough sander. I think that was like maybe an 80 grit. Just trying to get so I figured I had to remove a lot of material just to get to that 80. I could have cut a little bit closer, but I didn't want to go beyond the line. So here I'm just trying to get as close as I can to the line with my sanding. Ooh, oh, almost got my finger there. It's alright, fine. Still all my fingers. It caught the edge and it tried to walk along the wood. I would have been fine because it's not like a cutting edge. It would just scratch me a little bit, but definitely don't want that to happen. So be more careful after this one. There we go. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like Batman? Get some Batarang refrigerator magnets, stick them on your wall. Kick-ass wanted posters. I had some free time, just made it using, I don't know, what is not CapCut, Canva. They had some free templates there, so I was able to use it pretty nice and easy. So now we're getting the other side of the Batarang. A lot of sanding here. You just sand it straight to the line. That's the easiest way to do it. And if I didn't have these drum sanders, I'd just get some sandpaper, go at it with a nice little 60, 80 grit, something really rough at first, bring it down to as far as like a 220 grit sandpaper to get get closer to the fine lines. There you go. Luckily, this sanding goes along the grain of the wood, so it made it a lot easier, especially with the rotating force there. Here we go. So for right there, I'm watching out for the edge of the points. If I go too far, it'll go around, just like it almost got my finger earlier. And not only that, it'll round over the edge and it'll cut into it. It's not something I want here for this project. Just want nice pointy edge on the edge of the wings and the points. There are many Batarangs I could have gone with, but this one was just, I think, the most recent, most iconic, not iconic, but like most recent and most aware Batarang that everybody knows about. It's the Christian Bale Batarangs for the Dark Knight trilogy. Any other one would have been fine, but I went with this one. Figured it should have been the easiest one to go with, considering you had a few lines, but you still know it's a bat. There we go. You got my disc sander here. Just gonna go straight across the line, get as close to the line as I could. This one goes against the grain, so I had to go back after it with some sandpaper to follow the grain pattern. This is one where like the lines are not on both sides, so I wasn't with it. So you definitely don't want to go on the upside, on the upper rotation side of the disc sander, but I did in this case after I get this one wing so that I can see the lines. You definitely don't want to do this because you're pushing the project up, blowing the sand right in your face. So you see I put a lot more pressure down there and keep it down. Just trying to get the lines. I'll do the same thing with all four Batarangs. Just trying to get as close to the line as you can. There we go. Oh, what happened here? No. Oh, well. My screen went dark. I don't know why. But it looks like we're still recording. Yep, we're good. All right, here you'll see some hand sanding. I couldn't get in between the shoulder part of the bats with anything else. So you're just going at it with some sandpaper. This is definitely not the best way to do it. I could have had some other mechanism or jig to help me get those corners, but this is what I decided to go with. Sometimes a little bit of manual hand sanding doesn't hurt. So those are the magnets I went with. So I got a drill bit, trying to get as close to the diameter of the magnet as I could. All right, here we're gonna do some shallow holes for the magnets. I want them just to lay just slightly below the surface. All right, you'll notice that this is glitter hot glue. That's what I had on hand. Just go to Dollar Tree for some glue sticks. I don't need nothing fancy. Nobody's gonna see it anyways because I'm painting these. Here we go. I don't know what I'm looking at there, but here we go. Just gonna try to push them in. You'll see some of the glue come out. You want that squeeze out of the glue. Make sure that it touches the entire thing. Go all the way down to the bottom. Move away some of that excess. That glue won't seep into the pores, so it comes off really easy. Yeah, I know it's hot glue, but it's not that hot. At least not by the time I got to it. Here, I didn't want all of them to be full Batarangs. Oh, I wish I would have got a better angle here, but I'm cutting it like at a 15, just enough to get a slight incline, because I'm putting the magnets on the edge of these Batarangs, not the back. And this will make it look like the Batarang is embedded into the fridge. So right here, there's definitely a better way I could have done this. Don't do this. This is unsafe. Just wanting a shallow pass. Yeah, you can tell that the drill bit is dull. It's definitely not going in. And I think that kind of helped me out there. I should have clamped it down. instead of trying to hold it with my finger. But once again, just shallow pass with the drill, trying to get right below the surface. We're gonna go at it with some nice white primer. There we go. You'll see that the things on the right are reindeer legs my girlfriend was working on. And here you go. And that's what they look like afterwards. Right on the fridge, gray, painted Batarangs. They stick. Yeah. I'm not Batman. I'm not saying that. But once again, that's pretty much it. Those are just prop bat wings that I made. Those I did cut out with the lathes and they came out perfect. They were just for this shot. I literally just cut them out for this shot. But once again, thank you for watching. These are Batman inspired fridge magnets. Comment, like, subscribe. You got any questions or comments, concerns, leave it in the comments below. And if I got some time, I'll answer it. Probably will. I got plenty of time right now. All right. Thank you for watching. Once again, see you next time.